You're watching A Girl's Guide to YouTube, where we share with you our stories, our behind the scenes, all of our journey experiences with our YouTube channel. This is a brand new podcast, and we're so super excited that you're here. If you did not watch our pilot, aka the very beginning of this podcast, go back and watch that one. It gives you lots of tidbits, information of what we talk about here on the podcast. But today, we're going to start off with in the beginning, how we got started, why we started, and pretty much things that we ran into as we were trying to start a YouTube channel, because it's not always easy. For some people it might be, but for a lot of others it is not. But my name is Mandy. I'm your co-host if you don't know, and this is Rosa, my co-host. We are your hosts for the show this evening.
Hola.
Thank you.
¿Cómo está usted?
For being here.
Bienvenidos. Muchas gracias. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz Navidad.
Well, that's Rosa. And that's all I got to say about that. Oh,
It's just
well, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. If you are just now joining us, Rosa has an appointment at 8 a.m. to be checked into the mental hospital, and we're just giving her time right now. This is what we're doing. Oh, are you good?
Your face. You're like, oh shit.
The thing is, I get to enjoy this every single day. So my gift to you is sharing Rosa.
Oh, gobble, 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 gobble,
Okay, well,
okay, I'm done. Okay.
we're gonna.
I'm
We're.
done.
Are you
I'm
good?
done.
You're good.
Okay.
Can we get this started?
Yep. Let's get it. Hi, I'm Rosa. Welcome.
I can't even with you. I can't.
Why? I mean, we're here. We're here to provide
Entertainment?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you are certainly entertaining. I will give you that.
Oh,
You're so
my
pretty.
chest hurts.
You're so pretty.
So pretty.
You're
She's so
pretty.
precious.
So pretty. So, while Rosa gets herself together, she and I both have channels of our own. That's always going to be linked in the description if you want to go check them out. We have videos, like a homemaking channel. We do decor, cleaning, decluttering, deep cleaning, all those kinds of things. So that's always going to be down there if you want to go and check them out. This channel is for fun. We want to inform you of some things that we've learned along the way, and just kind of start from the beginning as to why we started our channel and some of the things we ran into when we started our channel. So I'm going to go ahead and let Rosa
Well, no, that's
go.
why I put on my. This is why I put on my
Your turkey
hat,
legs?
because isn't this where it all started from Thanksgiving, back when Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, or who was it that? Except
I don't know.
No?
This isn't a geography lesson or a history lesson, because this is the history of
this is the first
cleaning with
starting
Rosa.
from the beginning.
That's what you. Oh my God, no, not the Bible beginning. The YouTube beginning.
Oh, not that.
No.
Oh, Well, I wasn't talking about the Bible beginning. I was talking about the Thanksgiving beginning from where the Indians and the Pilgrims got together.
No.
From the beginning.
No. Our beginning, our YouTube beginning.
Our beginning. Okay, so our beginning started about 6 years ago. Mine did. And I do not recommend you guys watching that very first video of mine because it was horrible.
I've actually gone and taken out, I've privated a bunch of my videos.
Privated. I may have to go and do that. It was horrible. However, I watched a lot of YouTube based off of, I was bored and I'm like, well, what's on the tube?
Yeah.
And so I looked and I saw a bunch of women, different people, types, ages and sizes and heights. And I was like, wait a minute, if they can do it, I can do it. This is, I clean all the time. And so my husband was the one that encouraged me, says, Rosa, you have an OCD problem, share it. And then I did. And 6 years later, two channels later,
yeah.
Here I am, and I know Mandy, she's got several different channels in regards to cooking and a vlogging channel and stuff like that. However, for me, my very first channel, and we will discuss this at a later time, I did a combination of both cleaning and vlogging, and I just could not figure out how to, I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to do more. Yeah. And so, unfortunately,
I feel like that's
I got stuck.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing, especially when you're first starting. If you go and watch, or like if you just search in YouTube how to start a channel, or what to do to start a channel, or whatever, they're going to give a whole ton of advice about things you need to do, what you need to buy, what you need to wear, what you need to say, how you need to title, all that good stuff. And the channels that I was watching at that time, because I basically started the same way. I've got two grown boys. They're 26 and 27. But when they moved out, everything that I was always used to doing was now come to a halt. Like no sports, no school, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like I had all this free time, right? So I started watching videos, and I started I started watching makeup reviews and get ready with me's. Clearly I did not retain any of that information, but that's how I stumbled upon the cleaning channels, right? And I'm like, well, I do that anyway, just like Rosa. Why not put it out there? Let me do something for myself, because I feel like I'm 48 years old, and I feel like at this point in my life,
damn, oh my bad,
reel it in. Got it? Good? Okay. I feel like at this point in my life, I needed something for me. You know what I'm saying? For me. So that's when I started. And equipment, I talked Ruben into buying me a camera for my birthday. I used that. It was a great camera. I ended up getting something else afterwards. But you can totally use your phone, use your laptop, your iPad, whatever. You don't have to go into debt buying all of this stuff just to do a channel. You really don't.
So many people use their own cell phones. I mean, there's still people with higher, bigger channels that use their cell phones all the time.
Absolutely. And I feel like that's kind of where I got sucked into things, because when I started doing cleaning, and then I was putting in some Ray Dunn stuff, shop with me's and things like that. And I feel like YouTube just didn't know how to push me to people. Like they didn't know, like they're like, what are you doing? What exactly is it that you
And so again,
doing?
let's discuss that we're not on here to talk negative about YouTube.
No.
We're talking about our journey on YouTube and positive and negative effects of it. So when you are combining, when you can't niche down, YouTube doesn't know what to do.
They get confused.
And it's not YouTube's fault, because YouTube will take, if it's just cleaning, you're off.
Right.
You're off with, And
I think
but if you're adding in other things,
I have to mention, it took me a long time to realize that YouTube is not a person. Like, there's not a man called YouTube sitting in an office somewhere going, I don't like her. I'm not going to show her to anybody. That's not how it works. It's literal analytics. It's in a computer. And if you can figure that out, then you're good. But on the other hand, about every month, YouTube changes their analytics. So it's a constant struggle as to try to figure out what the hell it is that they want. Yeah, you're trying to just...
It's the catch-up
You
game.
finally got to a point where you're like, oh, okay, this is how people like my thumbnails, and this is how YouTube likes for me to title my things. And then you get it all figured out, and you're doing pretty good, and it's like, oh, guess what? This is how we're going to start doing things now. Now they want you to start doing this. And it's so confusing, and at some point, I know me personally, I very quickly got burnt out on things because I was just like, well, what's wrong with me? Why is nobody watching my stuff? Why am I sitting here looking at a video that somebody has made exactly the same way that I have? There's nothing any more better about theirs than it is mine. But now I turn around and I got 200 views on my video, and they've got 26,000 views on that video. What in the world? So I wanted to come back around to that niche thing, and I feel like I felt in the beginning that I could do that because the channels that I was watching was doing that, but I also didn't think those channels have also been on YouTube for about 10 or 12 or 15 years, and they've got 300,000 subscribers. So they're at a point to where they've got their audience, and they know that they can just
do whatever on their channel.
Right.
Oh yeah. There's people that do vlogging and cleaning at the same time. And there's people that have just a vlogging channel and just a cleaning channel just to separate the two.
Yeah.
And that's total. I can name a handful of big YouTubers that do that. And when we define big YouTubers, we're probably talking about those that have more than us.
Yeah.
And you're looking at 50,000, 100,000 subscribers and higher.
I feel like we should go ahead and say as well, don't let numbers keep you up at night. Don't let numbers keep you up at night, okay? It's not worth it. There's nothing you can do about it. The one thing that Rosa and I...
your sanity.
Yeah, completely agree on is if you are going to start doing something like this, be yourself from day one. Don't try to be like anybody else on YouTube because you are the only you, and you are the reason that people come and watch. I can sit here and wrap up dog turds in plastic bags for 32 minutes on YouTube, and the right people will come and watch because I'm funny and because I'm real and because I'm going to tell you about it, just like Rosa. And I feel like that's what YouTube needs. I feel like, again, don't get me wrong, we're not bashing anybody, but I feel like, me personally, and I've heard it through comments on my own videos, people are tired of watching, a lady. A lady. I don't know why I said it like that. They're tired of watching somebody in a $600,000 house clean their $3,000 toilet and their $8,000 diamond tennis bracelet, with a smile on their face the entire time, and their house ain't even dirty.
With a face full of makeup.
Yeah. I think people are getting tired of that because it's not real. It's not normal. For some people it is. I wish I could live that life. Sadly, I do not.
Isn't there, wait a minute now, isn't that like, that was how it used to be back in the day in the 50s.
Sure.
The women would get all dressed up in their dresses and their heels.
They also didn't have to go to work outside the home either. They could get up and do that all day long.
Oh.
Not everybody can do that. A lot of people have to go to work, and when they come home, they're tired as hell. They're mad. They're on the brink of divorce because their husband has left his shoes in the middle of the floor for the umpteenth time, or they have a pile of socks.
Or the dog. Wait a minute.
A mound high on the dresser.
Or a dog ready to go to the... That's about to go to the ASPCA for the 10,000th time during the week.
Every time I walk in and I look at that dog's face, Sarah McLachlan starts to play softly in the background.
Don't do that. Don't do that to him.
If y'all are subscribed to my main channel and you're here and you know me, he's a good boy. Everybody loves him. Everybody thinks how cute he is.
When he wants to be.
But when you wake up in the morning at 5:30 and you walk out to the living room and he's chewed up 4 patches of your carpet and has puked 3 big old piles of it, He ain't that damn cute, okay?
Listen, he's just jump-starting that project. That's all he's doing. He said, Mama, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I'm going to go ahead and tear up and pull up the carpet on this side, and then I'm going to go and regurgitate it on the other side and make sure it stains.
There you go. Yeah. He thinks he's helping. He's
So you have no excuse to get it removed.
Money. We need money.
Well, he's just trying to help
And
the
that's
project
fine.
out.
That's
maybe.
fine. That's okay. But I also want to talk about that. I want to talk about money. And I think Rosa and I have discussed this before, maybe on our own channels or maybe in another part of our other podcast. But you've got a lot of bigger creators that if you were to ask them the question, why do you do what you do? And they're going to say, oh, I love to create. I love to share. Great. That's really nice. And you can say that when Google is sending you a $6,000 check every month. Because
Amen.
that's about the average of what.
Listen, I would say the
channels
same
make.
thing if I was getting paid $6,000 a month. I'd be
Girl.
like, I love doing what I do.
I love the YouTube. I love it so
I just
much.
love it.
No.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie here. This is not a place to lie. Liars are not welcomed here.
Nope.
I started my channel just because everybody else was doing it. It was an outlet.
Yeah.
It was something for me to do. I was at home with my kids. I didn't have anything else to do. Now some people start a channel because they see that it's fun even with working. So
Exactly. And
my
that's
situation
fine.
was different. I was home with my kids, so I wanted something else to do for myself.
Right.
Then it turned into me learning that I could make some money.
Right.
I said, well, wait a minute. Let's look into this.
Let's people
But that's where the problem began. Because then the comparison game came up. And
Oh
we
my
will talk
God.
about that in another time.
Yeah.
The comparison comes up. The sleepless nights come up. You're trying to figure things out. So, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, be honest with yourself. Why are you doing it? Are you doing it for an outlet, to be creative? Because that's ultimately, even 6 years in, I'm still learning.
Yeah. And you're always going to learn
because
because
YouTube
things are
is-
going to change every single day.
YouTube is always changing. So I'm learning something every day. I'm learning something new every day. Heck, I just learned to use this ring light for the first time since it was gifted to me. And I was like, I'm never going to use a ring light. Oh yeah. Got it.
We're not going to talk
It's
about
on.
ring lights today.
And it's working. Learn something new today. You're going to learn something new every day. So,
I mean, in all honesty,
anyway.
and that's what, and Rosa and I both are, again, 100% real. We're going to give it to you like it is. And I know I can probably speak for the two of us. Yes, we both started out for that reason, for our own outlet, to give us both something to do.
Oh, yeah.
But then once you
Yep.
start and you see how much time you're putting into these videos and
Oh, my
filming
Linda.
them and editing them, I put in more hours on my YouTube channel than I do at my full-time work that actually pays me a paycheck every week, okay? And I may or may not make $200 every month.
And that's
If
if
I'm
you're
lucky, I'll
posting
hit
one-
$200.
And that's if you're posting 1 or 2 videos a week. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. And we'll talk about consistency of how many times you should post up, how many times or what time of the day, all that good jazz. We'll discuss that at another time.
Yeah.
But you've got to first figure out why. And if you can be truthful and honest with yourself about, okay, being creative. Also, too, I want to make an extra, make some money on the side
Yeah.
for my family or for myself.
Right.
That's totally fine. Because, to be honest, if you're one of the lucky ones and your video and your channel just shoots off,
Skyrocket.
there are channels that get going within a year, y'all. Even within 2
6
years
months.
of their channel.
I've seen channels
it's
that
insane.
I have gotten, and I'm not even kidding about this, I have gotten messages from people that are like, I just want you to know that I started my own channel because I've been watching you and you gave me the encouragement to do it, and I just want to say thank you so much and blah blah blah. And these are people that had watched my channel from the beginning. I'm like, oh my God, that's so great. I'm so excited for you. And I'll go and look, and they had just started their channel like a year ago, and they're already like 3 times the subs that I have. And I'm like, you know? So it all comes back to, I think I jinxed my channel from the jump. Like, honestly, I jinxed my channel from the jump.
It's all in the head. We get into our heads.
Yeah.
We do this to ourselves.
Yeah.
No one is doing it to us. It's
Right.
us. We overthink. And so
Exactly.
if you and here's the thing, and I'm going to be here's another honesty. You can't tell yourself that you won't be that person because you don't know until you're there.
Yep.
You won't know until you're there. Now, but you've got to be open and honest with yourself if you are willing to go through that.
I feel like
some people...
I feel like it's almost like playing the lottery. You know you're going to put this money into the lottery. You might win, you might not. But you're still going to play. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's kind of like how a channel starts. If you want to start it for the fact of giving yourself an outlet and giving yourself something to do, that's great. And then if you make a little bit of money, cool. If you can keep that mindset going throughout the whole thing, you're going to be perfectly
You'll be
fine.
gravy, baby.
I've gotten
gravy, baby.
Yeah, some of my other friends that are on YouTube that have grown leaps and bounds ahead of me, I'm really good friends with, and one in particular gives me such amazing feedback. She is so kind and so down to earth, and that's another thing. You're not going to always find that. If you go to start your channel, a lot of times you're going to find where people say you need to reach out, you need to connect, you need to collab with other channels that do the same thing as you. That's all fine and dandy. You're not going to run into a lot of people that are going to have, I don't know, 50,000 subs, and you're going to DM them on Instagram and say, hey, I love your channel, would you like to do a collaboration video with me? I'll say 8 times out of 10, they're not going to read your message, or they're going to read it and they're never going to talk to you.
Well, wait a minute. That's how I reached out to you.
I'm an exception.
That's how our relationship blossomed. And a lot of people don't know that. But a lot of people don't even know how we started from the beginning.
Exactly, from the beginning. So that's not always the case. But don't let it get to you if that does happen, because not everybody's nice. They might seem like it on their channel, but they're not nice people. And I've got some stories that I could tell about that. I'll do that in another podcast. But Rosa and I met the same way. I probably only had maybe 1,000 subs when you reached out to me. It's not like it was... Are you sure?
Had 5. I'm positive. You had about 5.
About 5,000.
No. You had more than 5. It was between 5 and 10. But I remember you had that, and I was petrified to reach out to her because I got into my head thinking she was not going to be nice to me. But I had watched her videos for months.
Does this look like a face that wouldn't be nice to people?
Should we tell them your favorite word? No. So.
It just depends.
Okay.
It just depends. If you are warranted, if you are warranted me being nice to you, then I'm going to be nice. Obviously, I'm nice to everybody until you give me a reason not to be. But she did reach out, and I was like, "What do you want to do? Let's do it." Like, I don't feel like I'm up here and people are down here. I don't feel that at all.
I thought she was going to be like, no, blah, 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 blah. But I will say that we did build a friendship before we did our first video. And that is important.
It's huge. If you can do that, I would say whoever your favorite channel is, if you watch them already anyways, make sure you get in those comments, let them know how you feel about that video, make yourself seen so that they kind of see your name popping up in those comments all the time. And then when you're ready, just reach out and be like, hey, I've been a long time subscriber. I've just started my own channel. We do the similar things. I swear I'm talking like I just had a stroke. I didn't, I promise. We do the same things in our videos. You know, would you like to collab? Are you open to that? Blah, blah, blah. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. They're people just like me and you. The only thing is you're going to find out really quick whether they are a good person or not a good person. So that's about the only thing. But I would suggest be yourself. Don't be scared. They're just people. They're just people. If you get shot down, go, pick the next person that you'd like to work with. That's just how it is. In all honesty, you're not going to run it. Yeah, you're not going to Not everybody's
just go make
nice.
lemonade. They just gave you a lemon.
Yeah.
Go make a lemonade.
Or a lemon drop.
Or a lemon drop. Or lemon martini.
Oh. Or that.
Is it a lemon drop martini? I think that's what it's called.
No.
Lemon drop martini?
That's vodka.
Oh, I have no idea. However.
However.
But yeah, don't, I would say, and this is hard because I do this, but I've been doing better at it, is that I won't get into I won't allow my brain to affect me when it comes to YouTube. And here's why. I've got so many other things to worry about. This is fun for me. I do have my moments where I'm like, what in the heck? All the effort and time I put into editing that video.
That's just human
and
nature.
This is what I get. And it's just, and then there's moments where I feel like I owe YouTube instead of me getting paid for AdSense.
Let me just stroke y'all out a check for watching this.
Because we get paid AdSense and we also get paid by brand deals. And we'll discuss the brand deals at another time. Mm-hmm. Keep that, pin that somewhere.
Yeah.
But you've got to, first decide if this is what you want to do and understand that if you're going to take it, if you're going to go strong. Yeah. Hardcore. It's a lot of work and you will do a lot of work before you get paid. Yeah. You will go a year, possibly 2 years without seeing a drop. Yeah. Without seeing anything. I remember from YouTube or even a brand deal will reach out to you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I remember exactly where I was when I got the notification that I got my very first subscriber. And I was like, really? Like, somebody thought about me that much. They were like, you know what? I'm going to stick around and see what she's got going on. I don't know why. Because my videos in the beginning. Oh, my God. I had my youngest son. We were just talking about this not too long ago. And he was like, I was watching some of your earlier videos. And I just could not believe that was you. And I was like, I know, right? And we both agreed. He was like, it doesn't sound like you. You don't act like that. You don't talk like that. And I was like, I know. But I was doing that because that's what those women were doing in the channels that I watched that I thought were just so amazing. And that's how I needed to be. And it wasn't until this year that I finally got it in my head. I don't care. Like, I care, but I don't care. My mental health is worth so much more than subscribers or people not watching my video, and I can't do that to myself anymore. So I want you to know, keep yourself first. Keep your heart first. Keep your mind first. Keep your sanity first. Yes, there are a lot of people that have YouTube as their job, and they treat it as such, as they should. And they do very well. Everything pays off in the end. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. It's just the fact of, trying to locate that sweet spot of the analytics and just find your niche, find your people. I will tell you, one of the biggest things that I have learned is make videos for your viewers. And I know that sounds weird, and I'm going to explain to you what that is. Don't make videos to, obviously you want to, reach the masses. That's perfect. But if you start to get a core group of people that you see that come back every week and watch your videos, they're always in your comments, they're always supportive, etc., etc., make your videos for them, because those are the ones that are going to come back each and every week. Those are the ones that are going to watch your video in entirety, which is a big thing. That's going to help your analytics. That's going to help YouTube push your videos. They're going to be like, oh, well, they watched that whole thing. It must be pretty interesting. Let's see who else wants to see it. That's kind of how those things work. You're always going to have evergreen videos, which is something like, say I do videos on, I clean, I do decluttering, blah, 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 which is all like in this one bubble. But if you find one thing that's like, I don't know, 7 hacks to clean your windows, that's going to be something that's going to be there forever. People are always going to want to search how, what's the best way to clean my windows, But not everybody's going to be like, oh, let me see all the stuff that Mandy did over the weekend, like, in her Get It All Done video. Do you see how that's different? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, if Rosa and I had all the answers on how to have the
my channel would be at 9.999 million trillion.
We wouldn't be here right now because clearly we don't know. We don't know what the hell we're doing. We are learning every single day.
And I'm here to share.
But again, we're here to just share with you what we've learned
with you guys. That I'm here to share the little bit that I know, and hopefully it helps you guys. And I'm hopeful that it's encouraging and it makes you decide that you want to create a channel and want to do one, because it's a lot of fun. You meet great people, you establish insane friendship, like really good friendships. I mean, besides Mandy,
I've made some of the best friends, some of my best friends through YouTube. Come on now, we got matching moons on.
Waiting for them to notice.
Come on now. Yeah. A lot of times if you come to watch me clean my house, I'm going to have sweatpants on. I'll have a muumuu on. I'll have a sweatshirt. I'll have a t-shirt. I probably won't have a bra
I wish I could
on,
do that.
because, life. Who wants to scrub their toilet with a bra?
I have to.
Not me.
Because it won't be the brush
Not
only
me.
moving.
I don't. Yeah, and weird stuff like that. You find people that will come and watch your videos just to watch you clean without socks on. They'll want to come and watch you just take out your trash.
Lord have
They'll
mercy.
want to just weirdos. There's a bunch of weirdos out there. We'll talk about that too. But I think we can stay for each other. We started this to have an outlet. We knew
still
nothing.
don't know anything.
We still don't know hardly anything. No, but I think we are just now coming to terms with why we started in our hearts, and why we want to continue.
Here's the other thing. If we're talking about
platform.
finances, financially here, if we're talking about income, in this day and age, we've realized it takes more than one person to raise a family in regards to finances, unless you are just highly made and highly blessed and favored. And mind you,
Amen.
Yes, I stayed home for a little while, but I needed to get out for my sanity. And then I started realizing, we need more money. I like nice things, and I want to go get it when I want to get it. So I went back to work, but I kept doing YouTube. And ultimately, it's passive income. Just money just coming from just letting it just go straight into my bank account. Right. I ain't got to touch it. I ain't got to see it. The money that I get from YouTube goes in a separate account. It doesn't even touch my regular account, and it just adds up to every little 10 pennies that I get. It adds up every single month, whatever. However, like I said, it takes multiple incomes to raise a family, to pay a single person's bill. Like, it's a lot. Life is too expensive right now. And if there's a way for you to make some money doing it legally.
Just a little extra change.
Legally.
Yeah. And you never know. You might get to a point where this is something that you want to do full time.
Social media is never going away.
And it works.
Social media is never going to die.
No.
People,
YouTube's not going anywhere.
So many people have said or have asked, what would you do if YouTube crashes? Or if where the hell is YouTube going to go, boo? Like, where's it going to go?
No. And what would I do? I would get a full night's sleep. That's exactly what I would do. I would get a full night's sleep.
Listen, YouTube ain't going anywhere.
Because I wouldn't be up worrying about... No, YouTube is ran by Google.
Google's not
going
the other
anywhere.
ones that started and left? Vine? Was it Vine was one that left? And I think TikTok's on its way out.
Vine pretty much turned into TikTok. You think? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I see a lot of creators from YouTube that have stopped doing YouTube videos and they've gone to TikTok.
I just don't like TikTok. I'm not a fan of TikTok.
And here's why. people don't have the attention span that they used to, and they just want to see stuff like this. And if you can get 30 seconds of cleaning your house on a TikTok, that's more likely to be viewed than asking somebody to sit here for 27 minutes and watch me clean. That's just kind of how things are going right now. That's why YouTube Shorts are a big thing, which if you look at YouTube now, there's going to be a whole bunch of videos telling you that YouTube Shorts is going out and it's hurting your channel. But 2 weeks ago, YouTube Shorts was the way to grow your channel. So
I mean, one of our
it's
YouTube
never ending
friends,
changes.
All
the time.
We won't say any names unless they give us permission to say their names. One of our closest friends did a YouTube short and got how many views on a YouTube short? I think it went viral. It was like
a ton.
I think it was like 1 million views or something like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
There have been times. Yeah, there have been times where I picked up my phone and I just haphazardly filmed myself cleaning up my kitchen, right? And I just threw it up as a YouTube short. The amount of views that video has got, I'm like, I didn't even try. Like, I wouldn't even, that was a garbage video. I'm embarrassed to even put that up there. But that's what people watched. Now, it could have been the time of the day that I uploaded it. It could have been the actual length of the video that did it. It could have been the caption that I wrote on it. I don't know. But these are the things that you're going to figure out. And then hopefully in turn, all of your videos would go viral. And again, if we knew that. If we knew how to tell you
we
that,
would do it ourselves. And here's the thing.
We don't know.
There's going to be times where a video does a boo-boo.
There could be a video that you spent hours upon editing and going over in your brain to get the perfect thumbnail and making sure you had the perfect title and get all the right tags and your description is great. And it's just, you're like, this is it. This is the one that's going to push me to the top, right? And then you wake up the next day and it's
Psych!
Like,
Psych! Like, you ain't going nowhere.
Nobody cares. You know, and then, and that's what's going to make you want to go. You know,
it was one of those. It was one of those. It was a layup.
You know,
but it was hit out of the way. Blocked. A hard block. YouTube did that.
Did you just not say that your son plays on a basketball team?
And he did that very move, actually.
And you don't know what that is?
Oh, somebody. He jumped up, and all you hear is like, smack! Smash.
That's how YouTube will do to you. And
no,
you can't
don't take it personally.
It just you just got to learn from it,
have
and
fun.
grow with it.
Have fun.
And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Because I used to be one that I would get on my videos all the time, and all I would do on my voiceover is rant. Rant about YouTube. And just this year, like I was saying, I have gotten to the point where I don't care. I'm going to film a video the way I want to film it. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to upload it the way I want to upload it. I'm going to title it the way I want to. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't,
here's the other thing.
Fine.
Here's another thing.
You know, I've done
you
all I
can
can
record a video and not say a darn thing the entire time. You can just let the music play. Or you can record it and actually tell everybody detail by detail what you're doing. Because there are some people that that listen while they're doing other things.
And listen.
Yeah, and that's what I do.
With you. Yeah.
Or you can go on there and you can be negative Nancy from the start to finish. And I know of many people that have done that I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm like, okay, this is just one video. Then I go to another video. And they're still doing, I'm like, I'm done. And then another video. And I said, that's it, I'm done. And I've even told Mandy of a couple that I've had to I'm sorry, I did it. Because I just felt like every time I got another notification from that person, and I kid you not, I go and watch the video, first word is a complaint, or the first sentence is a complaint. I said, why? Like, I'm not on here for that type of encouragement.
We want to get onto YouTube and watch channels to like take us away from our daily mundane
I want some ideas. I want some tips.
We don't want to get on here and listen to somebody complain.
No.
make our lives
I
worse because now we're listening to somebody else complain.
I want to go on YouTube and learn something new and see something cool that I would want to purchase. So what did I do? I FaceTime Mandy. I said, Mandy, what were those square wax cubes that you posted on your video? I need those in my life. What did I do?
Yeah.
I bought a boatload of them.
Yeah. So I just grabbed them and I was here, this is what it is. And then
I needed those.
Buys them,
I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Is I'm needing a channel, and you're going to notice this too, is that when you're watching videos, if the feeling that you get is inviting and motivational and inspiring, you're, as you watch these other videos that you're, that you get so hooked in, because you will get hooked on channels that you've watched, cleaning channels, car channels, lawn channels, whatever the niche is that you choose, whatever type of videos you want to record. The feeling that you get from those should go into the feelings that you put into your videos. So we want to end this with saying that, whatever it is that you choose to do when it comes to YouTube, we want you to love what you do. We want you to have fun with what you do. We want you to be encouraged to do something that you
have fun with.
Decide to do. You're going to get negative Nancy's in your ears, and you're going to get a few Karens and a few, other people in your life that's going to be like, you're going to get those that are going to be like, why are you doing this? And why? They don't need to know why you're doing it. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it, if you're doing it to produce a revenue and income, that's your reason. No one needs to know. As long as you know what your why is and your spouse is on board, or, if your children are okay with it, whatever. I mean, I've got grown children, so it doesn't necessarily matter. However, I did start my channel when they were younger, but you barely saw them in the videos unless they were helping me clean. And that's okay. If you want to show your kids, do it. That's your channel. Do what you want to do.
Just be safe with it.
But again, there's
some weirdos out there.
Yes, there is a fine line. Yes, a huge fine line. You're going to have, there's been people that show their kids, that don't show their kids, that go back to showing their kids. Up and down, up and down. It's up to you on what you do. But we want you to really enjoy why you chose to do YouTube.
Be yourself.
And
that's
be yourself. I know when I started my channel, people said that I didn't sound like myself. And it was because I took my channel to be extremely, I wanted to be professional. When I started learning what I can get from it, I was like, okay, we're going to, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Completely changed who I was.
More comfortable.
Completely changed who I was.
Once you get more comfortable with what you're doing, then your personality is going to come out. You're going to be a lot more relaxed. And that's what people want to see.
Oh, yeah.
People want to see, real life, because that's what we are. We're real life people.
Yes.
We just want to enjoy the same things that everybody else does.
Do not be afraid of your mess. It's called reality. It's called life. It's called real life. If you have a messy behind kitchen, you got dishes piled up to the ceiling, okay. If you're like me and you've got 6 loads of clean clothes on the sofa and have yet to fold them until the end of the week, okay.
If you
just how it is.
If you got an Ulta gift card for your birthday last month, and you're just now starting out in makeup, and you want to do a makeup channel, do it. Do it. Just have fun with it. Just have fun. If you're just starting out, whatever it is that you decide to do, if this is something that you want to do, just have fun with it. Okay? You're not going to learn everything overnight.
Don't be discouraged.
No,
you're not. No, you're not. Combined, we've got 12 years. 12 years combined of YouTube experience.
Clue what we're doing.
YouTube fails, lots of fails, lots and lots of fails. But, have fun doing it, and but also start a channel on something that you currently do, or you're wanting to learn. Film yourself on learning something every day, whatever it may be. Do it, and then you'll notice you're going to find people that are like, oh my goodness, I wanted to learn how to do that too. Whatever. But we started this podcast here on YouTube because YouTube has helped us so much. And YouTube, we've learned a lot from YouTube and from our friends on YouTube. So
we want to give you, the actual stories. We want to give you the truth about things. We don't want to sugarcoat things. If
Yes.
you go and search, you
No.
know, a channel to tell you the ins and outs of YouTube, they're going to be very strictly, this is this, this is this, this is this, and which is great.
We're going to have you print out
Yeah.
this, and we're going to have you print out that, and we're going to
Right.
do a checklist here.
Which is
Now,
great.
I created, and you can do that. I ended up creating a checklist on my cleaning channel, and it was funny because one of my good friends watched my channel, and she goes, Rosa, do you really do all of that stuff? And I said, I do. However, you don't
Right.
have to. You just check off what you can. And that's the whole point of a
We're
checklist.
here to help
and if you
each
can't do
other.
it in one day, you roll over to
Right.
the next day. But we are just beyond thankful and grateful that you took the time to watch our very first episode in our muumuus, and our matching muumuus at that. And we are, I'm just, we look forward to seeing more of you guys on our episode, on our future upcoming episodes. We're going to have more people on, or new people, or whatever. We just got people on. We're going to talk about, you know, brand deals. We're going to talk about, you know, really dig, you know, go deep into niching down and, you know, the analytics side of YouTube, the back end. You'll hear some, you know, content creators that say, oh, doing a lot of back end work, or you will learn all of that as well.
We're also going to share some,
and then we'll even
stories about other YouTubers that we've dealt with.
Without
No
their
names.
names, Mandy.
No names.
No names. We're going to talk about comments.
Yes. Just a bunch of juicies.
We're going to talk,
It'll be fun.
like where, you know, equipment, if you should try, we're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about it all. And there's going to be times where we're going to revisit a topic that we've talked about. However, we've learned something new about that topic. So this is an ongoing thing for all of us, for Mandy and I, and we are just beyond grateful that you guys decided to you know, watch our very first episode. If you didn't go catch the pilot, please go and check it out on both my channel and Mandy's channel. Will be linked down below in the description box. All of our channels, actually, from the podcast over on our crime story podcast, my vlog channel, the cleaning channel, Mandy's cleaning channel, Mandy's cooking channel, and cleaning. Like we don't link them all.
Our hands
We're
in
just
so many
link them
different things. We're just going to keep touching stuff till we get rich and famous. Okay.
Well, either that or
Our hands fall off, and we lose our mind. Whichever one comes first.
I know, right? Right. But leave comments down below. Let us know if there's any questions or any topics you guys want us to discuss. You know, heck, throw us, you know, give us something that we haven't even thought of. You know, we could even do one of these episodes. We can do, you know, some Q&As and, you know, hey, you know, this person asked this. What do you think about this?
We're
and
an
this and that.
open
You know,
book.
you will definitely.
We're an open book. You ask us anything you want to. And
Yes, you just won't.
the best thing
you just
about
won't
this
know.
is, if you enjoy these videos, if you're learning anything about them, the best way to support us is to like this video and subscribe. And the reasons behind that is because if you do that, that tells YouTube's analytics that you do like us, and they're going to be like, hey, somebody else might like them too. So that's another tip. That was a freebie.
Hey, and if
putting
it
it out
only gets
there.
to 5 people, I
Yeah.
don't care. If it gets to 5 people or 10 people, I'm okay with
We're
that.
doing
because
this for
this is fun for me.
Honestly, we're doing this for fun, and because
And Mandy and I,
we're just very passionate about
Man.
it.
my name is Ebony, and that's Ivory. But thank you guys so much for being here, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one with more
Fun
rants and
raves.
cackles and laughters and all of the
turkey
above.
hats.
Make sure you guys are subscribed. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have a different hat, and yes, I've got several. I've got several of these
Lord
hats.
have mercy.
So my next one, I ain't gonna tell you what it is. There you go. Wobble, wobble, wobble. I ain't gonna tell you what my next hat is gonna be, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I've said that 1,400 times.
We love you. We
This is what
appreciate you.
happens. We try
Subscribe.
to end,
Please come back for
and we
another
can
one.
never
We just
end.
can't stop talking.
Bye. Love you
Bye,
guys.
love you.
We'll see you in the next one.